Celebrating 30 years of phenomenal trend forecasting. 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. Here's Gerald Celente with today's trends in the news.
Hi, this is Gerald Celente, Tuesday, December 9th, 2014. And here are some of today's trends in the news. What a weekend we had over here in Colonial Kingston at the launching of the 2015 Top Trends Conference. And what a great group of people. Whew. Every one of them, of the conferences that we have, the people, like-minded people, everybody respectful and very knowledgeable. And you'll be able to see it all. Gave a little bit of misinformation. Yes, we said that the video would be 4 hours. It's over 5 hours. And a special rate to Trends Journal subscribers. I suggest you consider seeing history before it happens as well as reading it, because as promised, today we launched our synopsis of the top trends of 2015. There's going to be more to come. We're going to fill it out a lot more in the winter edition, but this will give you a jump on the future like no one else is getting. And again, the conference was a huge success. Wonderful people, wonderful ideas, and great energy. So, the video will be out sometime tomorrow. Finishing up all the finishing touches right now, and it'll be ready for your viewing. On to the news. A big day in the markets. Shoo! Over there in Asia, I wasn't so happy. Not a Shanghai index, down over 5%. Yeah, that's China. Yeah, I wonder why. Well, we'll look and see why. Oh, here it is. Chinese imports weakened. Chinese imports fell the most in 8 months in November. Exports still grew, but at the slowest rate in 6 months. That's called a recovery. Yeah, it's also called lowering interest rates 40 basis points. You remember, and how all the markets shot up on that news. That followed the other good news of Abenomics. Another round. Oh, you forgot that one? Here's a little lie for you to digest. Just another bunch of slimy people from a slimy government near you. Because remember what one of the top trends is? Yeah, grand manipulation. The SOBs are always lying to us. Well, I shouldn't say lie. I should say misleading. That's more appropriate because we have to be appropriate because people don't like when you call bastards bastards and liars liars. So here's a little lie for you. A nice setup to juice the markets beforehand. But now, hey, that all the juice is running out, we can let it loose. Japan's recession worse than first reported. GDP revised downward, putting efforts to boost growth in doubt. Oh, it's only here on page 4. Doesn't make much of the American news. The recession that struck Japan after a tax increase in April was deeper than first reported, the government said yesterday. That goes on. A bunch of lying bastards. Yes, yes. And speaking about more financial problems coming to a country near you, front page story, strong dollar and falling oil prices batter emerging currencies. That's right. Why is the dollar so strong? Oh, it's those great retails. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Oh, the great housing. No, that's not it either. No. Yeah, those auto sales are up, but hey, you could buy a car with, just like you could buy a house back in the old days. Don't need any credit rating. Don't even need a job. So, remember, recession, depression, currency wars, trade wars. Hey, exports down, huh? Yeah, lower the value of that currency. That'll get them exports up. Oh, yeah. Trade wars, world wars. Emerging market currencies fell for their lowest level in 14 years, hampered by a strengthening dollar and falling oil prices that are at 5-year lows. And remember, you as Trends Journal subscribers have been on top of this trend and ahead of the news since June. So, a stronger dollar put further pressure on the price of crude, which dropped 4%. That was on Monday, to $65 a barrel. Yep. And gold, woof, shoot, up over 35 bucks. I wonder why. I'll tell you why. Because things don't look so good out there. Bad economy, and the war talk keeps heating up. Emerging markets have been hit by the relentless rise in the dollar, weaker exports due to slower growth in China, and lower commodity prices, which have hurt natural resource exporters such as Russia, Nigeria, and Mexico. And for the record, as we've been saying, when Americans and Europeans don't buy a lot of stuff, the Chinese don't make. Very old news. And don't forget about Brazil. Hey, how about Australia? Oh, yeah, their currency's doing great, isn't it? Nope. Hey, how about that loony up there from the lunatic Harper's country? Yeah, Canada, not doing so great on exports, natural resources. Hey, Chile, wonderful day over there. Getting kind of cold, that economy, isn't it? You heard it first. You can see where it's going. And another little story here worth interest in the Financial Times. German economic jibes feed anti-EU sentiment, warns French finance chief. French finance minister has called on the German establishment to watch its words when criticizing his country's economic policies, saying that Germany is fueling the rise of anti-EU populists. Don't be a populist. Be an establishment slave. Don't be a populist. Keep following the crooks. Buy into the liars. A populist. Yeah, we don't want any more people coming into the country. We can't take care of our own. No, we don't want to be in the EU because our economy sucks. That's right. Recession's running rampant. Oh, little note. Not very important. Hey, remember all the lies coming out about how wonderful things are going over there in Greece? That market was down, a little down today. 11%. In one day. Shanghai down 5%. Put it together. Where are we going? Heaven. Oh, it's a heavenly market. Don't forget to invest, because where are you going to put your dough? Oh, can't put it nowhere? Why? Low interest rates. Got to keep the Ponzi scheme going. Talking about them interest rates, a little story right here in the Wall Street Journal. Fed aims to signal shift on low rates. Federal Reserve official assholes are seriously considering. Oh, they're seriously considering. Let's get serious. How could people believe these people? These traitors. The Federal Reserve is a private bank that has destroyed this country and a country near you. Are considering an important shift in tone. Let's change our tone. I have to change my tone. I get letters reprimanding me on my tone. I should take a Federal Reserve tone. Yeah, bullshit. You like bullshit when it's laid out nice. Don't raise your voice. Do bullshit quietly. This way the people could digest it easily. Bullshit goes down as easy as those 32-ounce phosphorescent Slurpees that I see people chugging down as they're walking. Dropping insurances that short-term interest rates will stay near zero for a considerable time as they look more confidently toward rate increases around the middle of next year. Okay, that's like 6 months away. Hey, dollar strong now? The dollar is only strong because all these other currencies are weak. So as the dollar gets stronger, hey, Obama the liar, remember you said you were going to double exports? Ain't going to happen with a raising dollar. No, and you're way off already. The liar in chief, another fraudulent statement made by the con man that follows the other con men before him. And just to see how rosy things are going. Bank for Financial Settlements points to increased financial fragility. You see, I have to use the proper words. Fragility is a nice word rather than saying this thing's going down the crapper. And when you put the other pieces together, rising inequality significantly curbs growth. That's only according to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Very simple formula. As more people make a lot less, the economy goes down. But that's okay because, hey, those 85 cats that own half of all of the wealth in the world compared to the other 3.5 billion, you think that's a problem? Nah. The biggest factor for impact of inequality on growth is the gap between lower income households and the rest of the population, said the OECD. And it goes on, man. Knocked 9 percentage points off growth in the UK between 1990 and 2010. And some 7 percentage points off growth in the US. You have an income inequality level not seen since the great days of the robber barons. And just to see how swimmingly things are going, little story here of minor interest. Skyscraper is latest deal for Chinese. Yep. They just bought a new building over there in New York. It's 7 Bryant Park Tower. Yeah, great. And you know how they're doing this, by the way. For instance, the bank, this is the Chinese bank, the government, the commie government. They're good commies. We were taught to hate those bad commies, like them Russian commies. But Chinese commies, they nice because they got dough. And we're doing business with them. $4 billion to help finance Chinese firms, including the buying out of Smithfield Foods. Don't forget to eat that pork. Yeah, that American pork. Brought to you by China with them pigs floating down the Yangtze River. Yep, a sellout. A sellout. I want to make this clear. Here's another story. White House and GOP class over torture report. Yeah, the GOP doesn't like it when it comes out, and the White House tries to cover it up. And here's what they say. Senate torture report condemns CIA interrogation program. A scathing report released by the Senate Intelligence Committee on Tuesday found that the CIA routinely misled the White House. All right, I'm not going to go on with this thing. Misled? How about lied? Could anyone say lie? No. Misdeeds, misled, misinterpret. It's disgusting. I want to make this clear. The CIA, all that they've done, report after report, CIA report shows brutal post-9/11 interrogations, failed to secure information that foiled any threats. They rob us of our rights. They torture us. They steal our money. They take us to war. I want to make this clear. I want to make this crystal clear. Obama, Clinton, the NSA, the CIA, Bush, Cheney, yeah, the lover of that enhanced interrogation techniques. Robert Rubin, the guy that stole all our dough and gave it to the banks when they repealed the Glass-Steagall Act. Bill Clinton with NAFTA, on and on. All these wars that they start. All of these agencies, each one of them are traitors. They are traitors to America. They rob us of our constitutional rights. They rob us of our civil rights. They rob us of our Bill of Rights. Everyone, and we're going to change the law, man. I'm going to tell you, we're going to change the law. Don't you know who I am? I'm a psychopath in chief. I'm a sociopath running an agency. They are traitors to everything this country was founded upon, and they are a disgrace to our founding fathers and the founding principles of this nation. And I don't want to hear all the things that were wrong with the country, because there were a lot of great things about it. As I said, my blood is Italian, but my heart is American. I couldn't be me if I was born anywhere else. So I'm saying this because in the new top trends of 2015, we don't only point out the problems, we provide solutions. Look it up, click onto the conference, see the whole avenue of trends we follow and solutions that we suggest and alternatives that we provide. From new energy to war-weary, to the elderly, to retrograde, one after another. We want a future of joy, of beauty, of inspiration and enlightenment, not entanglement. This is Gerald Celente, and that's some of today's Trends in the News.
Zuma bacula, c'è la luna, mezzo mare, mamma mia, per mare d'oro. Fichi mia, culturale, mamma mia, ben faccio Sitte non a pisciolo, e ti va, e ti viene sempre bacala le mani dei.
Listen to a story about a gal I know. She's my music making mama, I'm her hillbilly beau. She's sweeter than the music when she tickles the strings, sweeter than the flowers down in New Orleans. She's my music making mama from Memphis, Tennessee. She'll play a little rhythm, do the boogie upright, a Tennessee polka, maybe blues in the night. Everybody travels from near and far to hear her when she swings it on that old guitar. She's my music maker mama from Memphis, Tennessee.